What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Joe's Coral Reef. Last week we used SketchUp. We did the design. This week we're going to go over the actual assembly of the 80-20. So here's how it comes in. The cut tolerances on this stuff is awesome. And in black anodized, this stuff looks great. It really does. So here's the fasteners, leveling feet, some more of the parts. Everything had silver ends on there. So what I did was I took a paint marker, just went through and painted all the ends. Probably more cosmetic. You'll probably never see that, but just in case, I didn't want to see any silver lines. The way this assembles is using these counterbore fasteners. They machine in a hole, the counterbore drops in there, and then using that silver piece, it goes into the slot of the next piece, tightens up. The strength of it is really good. So here I'm attaching the legs. You just slide those counterbore fasteners in there. They're not cheap, by the way, but you just slide them in there, put the leg in there, use an Allen wrench, crank it down. It's like an adult erector set. So it is used for industrial equipment, but in the black anodized, this looks like a piece of furniture. I think with the wood, it really looks nice. So I'm assembling the electrical ducting in the back. The stand's actually assembled. I assembled it upside down and then flipped it over. And I screwed the video up, and I forgot to do I cut out the top. So here's the right side. That's the electrical cabinet where all the electrical stuff's going to go. And the left side here is going to be the shelf for the doser in the GLH Profilux. And I just kind of show you. So here's the top rail. There's those counterbore fasteners. You notice the silver piece is in that slot. You just take the Allen wrench and crank them down. I think they're rated at 150 pounds per fastener. So I've got 4 fasteners on there. So you're looking at 600 pounds per leg. And the accessories they sell are awesome. So this is an end cap cover that snaps on there. And you'll notice to the right, there's that, you can see there's black plastic. That's covering the slot. So there's just trim that you can snap in there. So for the top, I chose a Menards butcher block top. And what I did was just polyed it. So here's the stand with just the top on there. The bottom and the back aren't in there yet. So here's the bottom and the back. So I trimmed this out of 1/2-inch plywood, and then I used a veneer around the outside of all the exposed edges. Everything was polyed.
It's a tank top.
I really think the poly turned out nice. I really like the color of the butcher block top. So here's the shelf with the doser. And then what I did was I used LEDs. So these are LED, like a rope light. And I found these aluminum extrusions also for the LEDs that have these snap covers. So here's just the aluminum without the LED in there. And then on the other side, what that is the cover in the aluminum. It just snaps in there. And the LEDs are in there. So I did LEDs all on the top, under the shelf, and then I actually did RGB LEDs underneath the stand. So I can change it different colors. I thought it was a nice touch. And all the wires tuck nicely into the stand. For the electrical area, even though I did do SketchUp, I also manually, I put the conduit stuff down, just drew some boxes of stuff just where I thought it might go. So I want to mount everything on a DIN rail. Here I took a network switch that I have inside there. I've got a DIN rail adapter that I mounted to it, and I'm just going to clip it in there. I want to do that for all the power adapters, anything I can. I want to put it on the DIN rail so I don't have to drill holes. So if it needs to be replaced, comes out quick and easily, it's done. So here's the final pictures of the stand. I think the black with the wood really looks nice. I do plan on putting doors on there, front and on the side, with the same kind of coloring, just a natural wood with a poly on them. So here's another picture of the shelf, and I actually cut a hole out for the dosing lines, and then did the same thing. See, cut around all the 80-20 to make it fit nice. It is removable, so if I do have a problem and I need to pull this out or it gets soaked, this is removable in the stand. All the wood is removable without having to take the tank off the top. Here's another picture of the electrical cabinet, and then the control center in the front, where I'm going to put all the controls for the pumps and stuff. So, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Come back next week. We're going to put a tank, a sump. We're going to plumb this 80-20 stuff. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.